Hi, good afternoon friends. I am Jatin Mittal. Welcome to Technical Campus. In this video, I would like to tell you something about functions and procedures in Oracle. To make functions and procedure, you must know PLSQL block. PLSQL is a procedural language which is extension to SQL. So before starting today's video, I would like to say that please subscribe this channel and share your views on this video. So PLSQL is a procedure language which is extension to SQL, and it contains a set of SQL statements along with programming constructs. Along with the programming statements, it consists of SQL statements also. Programming constructs are like if then else or loop, for loop. So these subprograms can be stored in a database, and then it can later be used by calling the name of that subprogram. So procedures and functions are basically, procedure is a named PLSQL block, which is PLSQL is a coding part of SQL, which is named and which can be called anywhere in Oracle. Suppose I want to call it on SQL, I can call on execute on SQL also. I can call the block of code in any block of code through call statement. So the advantage of PLSQL is that if you want to have some changes in database later on, or if we are performing some operations on database on daily basis, so instead of remembering those small tasks, what we can do is we can write small code of program and store it on a database, and on the requirement we can call back those programs by their name. So there are two types of subprograms, procedures and functions. The difference between procedure and function is that procedure is a subprogram which doesn't return a value. It has parameters in and out. It will take a variable as a parameter, and then it can return one variable also. So in and out parameter. Similarly, in functions, it can take arguments, and then PLSQL block will be there. After executing PLSQL block, it will return value. And another difference is that function can be function can be executed along with the SQL statement by their name, whereas to execute procedure we have to write formally execute procedure name, then only it will execute. So I will tell you about PLSQL block in this session, and in next session I will show you practically how you can write functions and procedures in Oracle. So PLSQL block is, as I told you in beginning, that it's an extension of SQL. Just like SQL starts with select queries, and each query will process one at a time, PLSQL block will be executed, the complete block set of instruction as well as programming construction is processed in one go. So it is a subprogram basically. So this block has four sections: declare, begin, exception and end. Declare section, under declare section you can declare variables and data type along with the data types. Variable is basically a memory location, name of the memory location where you temporarily store the data, which you can use in processing the statements. So under declare you can declare the variable, like whatever. You must have remembered that while defining the table we declare the column. Similarly, column has a data type like number, varchar, to. In the similar manner, you can declare variable with the variable name and data type in declare section. Then comes the begin section. In begin section, you have to define the statements like select queries along with the programming statements. Like what will be the programming statement, if, and loop, and SQL statements, select queries. Then in exception section, if exception section is for basically handling an exception. Suppose while firing a query or any other statement, if there is any error, so that error can be handled through exception. So there are some user defined exception as well as some exceptions are implicit, which is already defined. You have to just it will be just called when the error will be there, Oracle internal error will be there. So that those exceptions can be handled, like if there is any internal exception in Oracle exceptions, implicit exception that can be handled through suppressing the Oracle message through your own message. That can be done in exception section, so that can be handled. Then and means block will end. So these 4 sections you have to take care. So I will tell you the simple block in the next session, like how you can write a block in functions and procedure, and then I will run the functions and procedure, which will clear the concept of procedure and function. So let's proceed with the next session. Hi, good afternoon friends, welcome back. So I was telling you something about functions and procedures in Oracle using PLSQL block. So as I told you that procedures and functions are sub-programs named PLSQL block, which can be stored in a database and which can be called back at the time of requirement by its name. So what is the benefit of that? I also told you that the benefit of that is that whenever you do the regular activities in your organization, and to handle those regular activities, to update the database, you can just make some set of SQL statements which can be stored as a PLSQL block, as a named PLSQL block. So for example, in if I am maintaining an employee management, so daily or monthly or week or in 6 months, if any employee is removed from the company, if he is fired or if he has resigned from the company, then his details is to be deleted from the database. So I will be, instead of using delete statement each and every time, what I can do is I can make one sub program, and then whenever the employee is removed, I will remove the details from the database by just calling that sub program. Similarly, if the new employee boarded to the company, so I can just enter the details of the employee to the database. For that I will be calling the sub program. Similarly, if bonus is announced in the company, or if you want to know the total salary, the employees who are getting commission, you want to know the total salary of those employees who are getting commission. For that you will be writing a function. The benefit of function is that you can call the function along with the columns in the table. Whenever you fire a query along with the columns, you can just call the function as well. So let's see how. So I will create 2 functions, one procedure, one function. So the syntax for creating procedure is create or replace. Why we write replace? Because later on we can change it. Procedure, then name of the procedure. Let's say it is of removing employee, so E_rem In this I will write the variable is MNO, because ID has to be passed, employee ID is to be passed, whose record is to be deleted, and it will be of emp dot empno percentage type. So it's a data type which will have exactly the data type which is column employee number in employee table. After is you can declare the variable which will be utilized in the subprogram, but in this program we don't need any kind of variable. So we will write begin, then delete from emp where empno equal to mno, semicolon, and then enter. Let's say and procedure name is e_rem. So this is a small procedure which is created. Now we will create the function create or replace function. Function is let's say t_scm, salary plus commission. So msal in emp dot sal percentage type comma mcom in emp dot com percentage type. Right, so these are the only two parameters which will pass along with this function. Then we'll say return. It will return a number type because number, salary plus commission will be the total, so it will return that. So return number type, no semicolon. Then say is, here we will declare the variable. So let's say empty, it will be of number type, let's say 10, then begin, then empty colon equal to msal plus mcom, semicolon, enter. Then you can say return, it will return empty. Empty is of number type. Then you will say and function name is t_scm. Function created. So now we have created one procedure and one function. Now let's see how we can call the procedure and function at the time of event. First event is when the employee is resigned from the company. Second event is that if our management wants to see what would be the total salary of the employees who are getting commission. So first we see the function, like function name is t_scm. So let's see how many employees t_scm, how many employees are getting commission. So I will select ename comma sal comma commission from emp where commission is not null. So we can see that there are 6 rows, there are 6 employees who are getting salary plus commission. So if we want to add those, so we will call that function that can be called, which we have just written, select ename comma sal comma commission comma the function name was t underscore scm, and we will pass sal plus commission from emp where com is not null. So here we can see that commission is added. So in the last column you can see the total of the salary plus commission. So this is how you can see you can call the function along with this is a user defined function which is called along with the query. Then procedure, we have also written one procedure. So let's remove one employee. The procedure name was I think, I didn't remember, e underscore rem. So I will say execute e underscore rem. Now here if suppose there is a employee called Lala, or which who has resigned, so his employee ID I have to see first of all. Or suppose if there is an employee called Nitesh whose salary is 29,000 and he has resigned from the company, so I need to remove the details from the database. So first let us see his employee ID. Select empno from emp where ename equal to Nitesh. So 8888. So we will say execute e underscore rem, and here we will pass the employee ID of the Nitesh. Employee ID is 8888. So this employee has to be removed. Suppose today one employee has resigned, I will notice his employee ID and then I will execute this procedure. So it is successfully completed. That means now if I will see, I will not find Nitesh in the list from EMP. Now 14 records are there, Nitesh is not there. So this is how you can write some sub programs using PL/SQL block. So friends, this was a very short video of PL/SQL programming, which is named PL/SQL block. So in my coming videos I will tell you like how you can write packages which contains procedures and functions and other declarations. So if you like this video, then just press like button and share your views. Thanks for watching.